Red uniforms with the black interior and then their numbers, and the red shorts with the black stripes. Rollins coming in at their home white jerseys with the blue interior on the number and the blue stripes on the white shorts. Rollins coming in at 10 and 11. Tampa is second in the SSC. Underway from Warden Arena, Jake Turner, Clay Schrager, and our sideline reporter, Sam Guzman. Tampa coming in and loses it there in traffic. Starting this one off is Rachel Jablonski. What is it about Jablonski that impresses you, Clay?
It's her shooting. She is confident with every shot that she takes.
And Leon in the first quarter at 9:30 to go. Find their way, tap a key, no. Rebound made by Cote. Lauren Cote out of Findlay, Ohio.
I bet you she's happy to be in this warm Florida weather right now.
No kidding. Temperature has been below 10, 15 up there in the Midwest. Trying to set it inside now. And Tampa having issues early on against this Rollins defense.
That's not what you want to do if you're tighter already an early turnover.
Jablonski going against the single coverage. Carly McClendon leading the SSC in blocks. One of the top players in the country. And McClendon inside and got it. Nice start for the Rollins Tars, 2-0, 8:38 left in the first quarter.
Great move with the left hand there. Just used her right arm to shield away the defender.
Let's see what Emily Eshoo can do now for the Tampa Spartans. Their defense is top in the SSC. They are the 8th best defense. And puts that one nicely in.
That was a great behind-the-back move by Tyder to create separation.
She was a transfer out of Georgia State. Her major is liberal arts. Coming off a 19-point performance and 11 boards. Speaking about that, here's Jalen Harrison. No, off the three.
More with Tyder. She's coming from Georgia State. And a pretty significant player, Kevin Ware, also went to Georgia State and played basketball there.
There are actually a lot of transfers on this Tampa team. There's only one that has been local and been there for quite a couple years. Rebound made by Jablonski.
Great closeout and great box out there by the Rollins Tars.
Harrison trying to go against this nasty defense. They give up 53.1 points per game. They have only given up 60 points 4 times this year. McClendon inside, no. And out of bounds. Nice play by Emily Eshoo. It'll stay with the Tars.
One of the leaders of those offensive rebounds along with McClendon is Leah. She just is active on the boards at all times, and she helped create another chance here for the Tars.
And Leah will pass it inbounds. Over to Jalen Harrison. Tries to set up the pick. Is Vernisha Andrews. Does not work. Good job by the defense of Tampa.
She had an opening there for a second.
7:09 left in the first quarter. Harrison looking off the left. Loses it in traffic, but Vernisha Andrews there for it. No. On the move now is the Spartans. Knotted up at 2. Eshoo decides not to take the shot and go against this defense. Sets it up right side. Off the pick. Puts it up, flirts with the paint, no.
Great closeout there by Andrews. Hand in the face, fundamentals right there.
On the move, Jablonski. Rollins so far been trying to look for a three-point, only taken 1 so far.
1 for 5 to start the game from the field. They're creating the chances, they're just not knocking down the shots. As a 3-second is called there.
3 seconds were called off on that, so it'll go back to Tampa. Tyder will be passing it inbounds. And so far, Clay, right now what we're seeing is that we're kind of seeing the Tars just a little bit nervous off that three-point line, not able to find that shot.
No, and they don't. And the way to create the three-point shot is make the inside shot, because you're going to have the defense collapse onto you, and then with that, the three-point shot will open up. Tries
to go inside, no, and there's McClendon. Another rebound. Rollins coming in with 41 rebounds per game. Yoke Descent in for the Rollins Tars. And a foul is called, and it'll be the first against Tampa.
Daniels has also subbed into the game. She's going to be huge coming off the bench.
Denise Daniels coming in, 8 points per game and 4.9 rebounds. She has a free throw percentage of 63.2%, so that will be huge. First foul of the game goes to Tampa. On Chris Nelson. Leah, no. Ahead of the pack now is Tighter. Knotted up at 2 early on with 5:33 left to go in the first. Trying to find their way. Weed through traffic. No way. And a play by Denise Daniels. She welcomes into the game.
Great defense there by McClendon. She has a 2-inch, Cody has a 2-inch height advantage over McClendon. She's not used to that often when facing other players. So I want to see how she does on the test and gets her blocks tonight.
Ball was set out of bounds, and already we have 9 rebounds to start this one off. It looks like either offense can't get a rhythm going right now, Clay.
No, kind of just playing inside-outside game, a lot of passing, not a lot of open opportunities, which is good for both teams. It's a huge offense. That's a big offensive rebound right there, though.
The inside play continues to be a problem right now for the Spartans. They're coming in. They only average 63 points per game. Tries to set inside over to Cody. Wide open 3, no, off that left, and on the move is Rachel Leah.
Talking to Coach Jesse before the game, he wants to limit the transition offense, so they only play about 7 to 8 players a game, so when they get in the late game situations, they have the chance to stay with the team.
Summer Conti in as well for the Tars. Going side to Sant, no, off that right. And the struggle for offense continues as both teams right now average 2 for 13 combined. 14% for Tampa and Rollins, 14. We weren't expecting this out the gate.
No, big defense. You expect a defensive battle, and you're getting one. Tampa's defense is locking down, and so is Rollins. Rollins only allows 59.6 points per game. They're 4th in the SSC, so they're not far behind.
Okay, so just joining us. We've had no points in the last 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Speaking about that, game day information now in the palm of your hand. Rollins Athletics game programs are now available on your mobile device. Just visit rollinsports.com/gameday for the latest roster and bio information for both Rollins and their opponent, as well as schedule updates, season statistics, and game preview content. rollinsports.com/gameday, your new home for game program content. Right now, Tampa and Rollins knotted up at 2 with 4:13 left in the first, and a lot of credit to this defense of both sides.
Yeah, both defenses, they're getting hands in their face, a lot of contested shots. And as a team, you have to make contested shots if you're Rollins. You know this Tampa defense is hard. The Spartans are going to spear you in some way, but Stars need to make those contested shots at the end of the day if they want to walk out of here with a win at home.
Tars offense ranks 6th in the conference with 63.3 points per game. Tighter will set things up for Tampa and pass it inbounds.
Full court press here. It's an interesting call by Wilkes.
That's something you really don't see much.
No, but it might be placating to the players, as I was just saying. They have a short bench right now and make these girls work for it.
Cody. That was Amanya Lasley. And Tampa now gets on the board. And it's 4-2, 3:44 left in the first.
A lot of height on the floor right now for the Spartans.
And they got to Senton already early on for Rollins.
She's been shooting the ball well of late. Maybe help spread out the defense.
And there's Tiana Rosser as well. So we already talked about this at the beginning. You talked about it before we went on air. You're already starting to use their bench for the Tars. Ball out of bounds, back to Rollins. Another mistake there by the Spartans.
But that allows you to keep your starters fresh. So when you have those crunch time minutes it seems like this is going to be a back-and-forth game for the remaining time of what we've seen through the first 7 minutes of the first quarter.
Rollins feeling good after they snapped that 4-game losing streak over lowly Palm Beach Atlantic. It was incredible. When you do the research and you're taking a look at some of these teams, you just can't imagine the record, but Palm Beach Atlantic only has 3 wins.
Yeah, sometimes chips don't fall your way that year. Toussaint had Jablonski there. Jablonski did a fake backdoor cut and was open at the 3. That was a shot she could have gotten off. Watch for that more.
They'll stay 4-2, and Titer will try and send this one inbounds.
I like the full court press call in terms of fatigue.
And already using the height there, Clay.
Well, you're going to keep Daniels up front. She's fast and lengthy, and she knows how to run the floor well both ends.
Eshoo transferred from Bradley College in Peoria, Illinois. And we have a foul call that'll go against Rollins. Coach Wilkes not happy with that call. Now coming in is Julia Ingram, the sophomore, out of Clearwater, Florida, coming in for Eshoo. It's already just one sub came in on that play. Going for the 3 off that pass, and there's your first 3 of the game. It was good for Tampa, and that forces Coach Coach Jesse to take a timeout.
It's a big time. That's a big 3 right there for the Spartans. They need that. Extends the lead to 5. Let's see how Rollins responds. They need a shot here to go in. They started the game 1 for 9 so far, 0 for 1 from 3.
1 for 2 for Tampa, and it's a good one. They had the highest lead of the game so far, 7-2, and you would think I'm lying on this, but Tampa is on a 7-0 run. So how about that? And 2 fouls.
Yeah, Rollins is over their last 7 shots. In the last 5:53 is when that run has started. And it's been over 6 minutes since they've scored the opening bucket.
Incredible. 1 foul between each team. And right now, Jablonski ready to come in for the Tar. Rollins staying steady, though, only down 5. Trying to go for the 3 off the left. There's Jablonski.
Told you, all she needs is a little bit of space, and she's going to get that shot off, and there it is there.
Jablonski, 37.2% from the 3-point line. And add another one to that.
Yeah, she's shooting over 46% in just the month of February from beyond the arc.
Minute 40 left to go. Inside to the lane, no. That was Tiana Rosser. Bounced off her fingertip over to Daniels. Daniels over to a wide open Conti for the 3. No, off that left side, back to the Spartans.
Great defense by Daniels on that last possession. She recovered well and made the shot hard.
And they made that one look easy.
Great screen there.
Lauren Cote transferred from St. Joseph's College in Indiana. Craziest thing when I was looking at that, her major is human performance and exercise. I don't need to remind myself I need physical therapy. Minute left to go, 9-5. Rollins trying to put some points on the board. Tiana Rosser having a little issue off that one. 50 seconds left to go. Strong side now, Tighter. Sets up off the pick. Gonna try another 3. This time, no, off that right and over to Conti. 36 seconds left in the first. Jablonski and company. Send it over to Rosser. Off that single coverage. Puts it up. Nice play by Rosser.
Great recovery there by Rosser. She went to that for the 2nd straight time.
Rosser had issues with injuries early on. Has played since Lynn, coming off a 9-point performance over Palm Beach Atlantic. 10 seconds left in the first. 9-7, Rollins down by 2. Tighter looking. Going inside the lane, low post. Puts it up, got it. Backboard, her best friend at the buzzer. And Tampa will start things off nicely with an 11-7 game in a defensive battle at Warden Arena. Your thoughts, Clay?
On just thoughts on that last play, she's wearing number 11 and she's looking like number 11 for the Boston Celtics, Kyrie Irving. That was a great pivot move to make the fade off the glass, something that most players don't like nowadays, but still a fundamental. Fadeaway, you're making separation and letting the shot be easier.
Well, Tampa needed that. They were 5 for 13 shooting going into this, so we'll find out what happens in the second quarter. It's the Tampa Spartans 11, your Rollins College Tars 7. Second quarter action coming at you next on the Tars Television Network. Sports Complex, the campus of Rollins College. I'm Jake Turner alongside Clay Schrager and Sam Guzman, our sideline reporter. As we start the second quarter, Tampa 11 and Rollins 7 early on. Now let's go quickly to Sam Guzman, just joining us. Sam, go ahead.
Hey guys, I got an ear inside the huddle, and Coach Wilkes is not happy at all. I'm pretty sure you guys saw him jumping around on the bench, but he wants to work the ball onto the left wing to feed it down in the post. And Rollins, they only scored 7 points in the first quarter. That's a season low. They tied it with game 14. When they played at Eckerd, they lost by plus 20 points, so I'm pretty sure Coach Wilkes doesn't want to see that again.
All right, thank you, Sam. All right, that offensive foul will go. That foul will go against Tampa. That's their second. That was tighter. Right now on the court is Yari Martinez-Toro starting things off. Welcome to the game, Martinez.
First game back in a couple games, and she comes out swinging.
And look at this swing. Wide open layup, and where was Bernicia Andrews on that one? Lauren Cote representing Tampa with authority.
You can see Wilkes there. He's saying, okay, okay. Come on, that's a miscue. That's not something that you want to do when you're doing a full court press. It's something that you need to, that is fundamental. Whoever's the last man, you can't let somebody behind you. It's just like a cover two in football.
And look, speaking about football, that looked like a throw from a quarterback.
We're close to Miami. It's coming. D Wade's last ride. A little bit of LeBron D Wade play there.
You watched NBA Countdown before we came on air, didn't you?
Maybe.
Okay, then.
Hey, it's NBA. It's the NBA season.
9:22 left of the second quarter.
I got Sam over here, the Nuggets fan, telling me Jokic. Jokic is a good player, too. We'll see him in the All-Star game this weekend.
Oh, my. Let's go to Sam.
Well, Clay, I heard your comparison about LeBron James throwing football passes, but I think Nikola Jokic probably had the best one ever I've seen in the NBA. So that's just my point, but back to you guys.
That NBA Minute we do not have a sponsor for. We apologize. Tampa 13, Rollins 10. And so far, leading the team is Emily Eshoo with 5 points for Tampa, and Rollins has Martinez-Toro with the second three made for the Tars.
Yeah, Jablonski with that other one. Both of them on the floor right now. They're going to need those quick points.
And so
only a 3-point deficit right now, and that's something. It's one possession game.
And McClendon welcoming herself back into the game.
Great use. Post fadeaway yet again.
Right now it's Martinez, Harrison, Jablonski, Andrews, and McClendon on the court. Different kind of lineup, Clay.
Yeah, a lot of length down low, but a lot of shooting on the outside. I like it.
Foul called. It's an offensive foul against Tampa. Back to the Tars, it will go.
Yeah, Eshoo there just using her arm to push off. Martinez sold it up maybe a little bit, but you'll get those calls as a defender.
Our referees today is Luis Gonzalez, Anthony Napolitano, and Carlos De Jesus. 8:37 left in the second. Jake Turner, Clay Schrager, our sideline reporter Sam Guzman joining you. You're having a wonderful Wednesday here at Warden Arena. 13-12, Rollins down by 1.
Daniels wants it. She has the mismatch.
Instead, it's Andrews.
Andrews, excuse me. I saw the mismatch immediately.
And the senior puts herself on the board, and Rollins has their second lead of the game. 14-13, up by 1. Going inside, Cote puts the one-hander. That looks sweet.
Sullivan there. Just using the floater right over McClendon. McClendon can't get a hand to the ball.
And that was Malia Sullivan. Thank you very much.
McClendon still no blocks in this game through a quarter and 3 minutes. We'll see how long that lasts.
Keep an eye out on McClendon up that left side. Trying to find that pick. And let's go back to this. That ball goes out of bounds, Clay. It continues to show that there's just no rhythm right now at this Rollins offense.
No, there's no space at all either on the floor. It's something that they're going to need to do. There's 4 seconds left on this. They just subbed out 2 of their best shooters. I feel like Harrison's going to get the ball here, get a shot away. Her or Andrews.
Asia Newsom and Rosser check back in for the Tars. As you heard the crowd, they just said, shoot it. Andrews takes a chance and no good. Shot clock violation, and Tampa will receive the ball.
Harrison got the ball. Andrews got the shot. It was just too late. You could tell where they were going with the ball. This Rollins team needs to find some rhythm soon.
I swear right now, Coach Jesse and Coach Wilkes, they're just going to be standing throughout the whole game. It's that kind.
Most likely. And another thing they have in common is they both are married to Rollins women's college players. Former Rollins players.
Eshoo checks back in for Tampa. Right now they have Eshoo, Tyder, McClure, Nelson, and Sullivan. And made it look easy. Sullivan once again. Malia Sullivan now leading the team with 8 points. 17-14. Tampa on top by 3. Rosser inside. Can't find her shot. We'll dish it out back to Newsom. Back over to Rosser. Trying to get inside the lane. No. And Tampa will get it back. Another mistake by the Tars. And it just shows how suffocating, Clay, this defense is for the Spartans.
It was a jump ball there. Rosser has been struggling in the post. She's going to that same spot and not getting the separation she wants.
Speaking about separation, how about that from the speedy Eshoo, and draws the foul to the line. Will be the Spartans.
Yeah, Nelson there driving and just splitting the defense. Andrews trying to get a hand on the ball, unable to. Commits the foul. That's not something that you want. You don't want to give away easy buckets to a team like this who's so good defensively. You want to make them earn every point like they're making you earn every point.
Rollins will call their second timeout of the quarter. With Rollins now down by 5, they're coming in at 10-11 on the season, but they're in one of their toughest fights now against the Tampa Spartans, second in the Sunshine State Conference, 23rd in nationwide. Clay, this is an entirely different team compared to Palm Beach Atlantic right now, and Rollins is starting to see that.
Yeah, and the win versus PBA is a game that you just need as a confidence booster going into a game of this magnitude against Tampa, knowing everything that's on the line as Nelson goes to the line.
So Chris Nelson will step to the line. And we talk about the points that have been an issue. Malia Sullivan with 8 points for Tampa, only 4 for McClendon and Rollins.
Nelson, she's a transfer from Temple. She hasn't been shooting the ball well lately. 5 of her past 7 games, 5 have been under 25% shooting.
So Chris Nelson will put that point on. 22-14, now up by 6.
A lot of screens right now.
Andrews tried to go against the triple coverage, and all was there was a sea of red, but they forced the foul.
A lot of screens right now by the big men of the Tars between Rosser and McClendon. I don't know how I feel about both of them on the floor at once. Tampa does have the size, but they're already stagnant offense. Having two big men down there doesn't help it.
And the first time at the free throw line, not good for Venetia Andrews. She came in 62.5% from the free throw line. Now she's able to build it back up. Rollins now cuts it to 5. 6:14 left in the second. On the move now is Tampa. Titer will set things off.
If I'm Coach Wilkes, I continue this rotation until the second half and then play my big players in big minutes.
A great play there by Rosser. And it forces Tampa to make that mistake. It goes back to the Tars. Jablonski checking back in now for Rollins. So right now on the court is Harrison, Newsom, Jablonski, Andrews, and Rosser.
They go away from the two bigs down low. Bring on a shooter that can cut this lead quick. And Jablonski.
And you talk about Cote there. She has been challenged against Tiana Rosser all night.
Yes, she has. But at 6'3", you know she's going to stand tall down in that paint.
Nice play by Jalen Harrison, and now it wakes up the crowd here at Worden Arena. 5:34 left in the second, and another call against Tampa. And Tampa will call, and Rollins is going to call their third timeout of the quarter. So Rollins will have one timeout remaining. Tampa has, that was Tampa that called the timeout. So 5:34 left in the second. The spring sports season is underway. Rollins baseball and softball season started yesterday, and lacrosse, golf, tennis, and rowing will soon follow. Be sure to stay up to date on the Tar Nation at rollinsports.com. The Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting is again happy to partner with Rollins in broadcasting spring sports. So catch all the action at rollinsportslive.com. And speaking about live at Worden Arena, Rollins has cut the lead now to 3, 20-17, 5:34 left in the second.
That's the 6th Tampa turnover was there on that last inbound. And this is something that Rollins needs to capitalize on if they want to gain this lead before half.
And Tampa was the one that took that timeout. They have 3 remaining. Rollins has 1. 3 fouls for Tampa in this quarter, 1 for the Tars. On the move is Venetia Andrews. Weaves through traffic, nails it.
Great use of the glass and great soft touch.
20-19, cuts it to 1. 5:17 left in counting. The Rollins offense, Clay, is starting to wake up a little bit.
They're figuring out how to get the openings on this Tampa defense. Newsom called with the foul there.
Newsom will be called with her first foul of the game. That is the second one in the quarter for the Tars, and she will come out of the game. Come back in is Martinez.
If I'm Coach Wilkes, I do a screen, a pick and pop between Martinez, and Jablonski on this next possession. Stretch that defense out as they're playing in a zone right now.
Setting up tighter, right side, top shelf, no. Harrison grabs a hold of it using that vertical jump. Jablonski trying to make her minutes. Foul called against Tampa. 4th of this quarter. And that means we're going to have Julia Ingram now check back in for Tampa.
Sullivan committed that last foul, just a little bit of a push.
20-19, inside, there's Jablonski off the left.
Great backdoor cut there.
No one saw that coming if you were wearing a jersey decked out in red. 4:30 left to go in the second. Rollins with the 3rd lead of the game. Inside, tighter. Rollins looking, and Harrison grabs a hold of the rebound. Here come the Tars. Harrison inside, weaves through traffic, loses it. Andrews was not able to get a hold of it. Tighter grabs it for the Tampa.
Rollins on a 7-0 run over the last minute 50 right now.
A 7-0 run for Rollins. 2:18 and counting in the scoring drought for Tampa. Inside, got it. Just flirting with the post on that one. And it's 22-21, Tampa back out by 1.
Big shot there by Sullivan. Just see her go left, create the space. Rossrat can't do anything.
Sullivan's been the best player for Tampa today, 10 points.
5 for 6 from the field.
Sent it off as Andrews. So a good pass by Rosser, but Andrews just can't finish the job. Ingram will lead things off for the Spartans. On the move off the strong side. Sets up the pick. Back inside to Cote. Wide open Ingram. And a foul will be called against Martinez.
That's one of those fouls by Martinez. She knows she got beat, and she's just going to push her in the back, make her earn the 2 points instead of just having the easy layup.
It's been a clean second quarter so far. That's only the second foul for Rollins in this quarter. To the line will go Julia Ingram. And she misses. And now we got 4 players coming in for Rollins. It'll be McClendon, Leah, Conti, and we got Jablonski and Andrews. So this is interesting. Speaking about interesting, Ingram puts Tampa up now by 2. 3:10 left in the second quarter. It's been a good one. I'm Jake Turner alongside Clay Schrager. Our sideline reporter Sam Guzman joining us throughout the game. And right now Tampa and Rollins' offense is waking up. Here's Jablonski off the 3. No, off that left.
After missing their first 2, they made 2, and now they missed 1. They're 3 for 5 for the day.
Ingram starts off left side, going against Conti. And a huge block by Andrews into the hands of Leah. Here she comes on her own breakaway against Ingram. Inside off that pass, trying to find it. It's a loose ball. Now instead it goes back to Tampa. Nice little backdoor pass by Tampa, forcing the foul into the line. And now Tampa starting to get that strategy going, Clay.
Yeah, they're going on a little bit of a run here. Scoring drought for over 2 minutes for Rollins. They needed that bucket there. It would have tied the game. That is a simple 3-man weave. You practice that all the time. It is one of the simple plays in basketball, knowing on the fast break. And instead of passing it back, they passed it to Leah, or to Conti, excuse me, and they weren't able to successfully make a bucket.
Martinez back in for Rollins for Conti. She was the one that woke up the Tars offense at the beginning of the second. Can she get things rolling once again? They're down by 5, 26-21. Andrews looking, and the foul will be called. It'll be going to the line for 2.
That's a huge foul, though. That's 5th. That puts them in the bonus for the rest of the quarter.
That's right.
2 minutes left. If I'm Rollins, I'm trying to create fouls. Get buckets to where you don't take time off the clock.
Andrews with 5 points tonight. 2 for 4 shooting. She is 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Now makes it 1 for 3. And comes in Titer for Tampa. Titer has had a good game herself, but it has been Leah Sullivan that has awakened. 6 for 7 shooting and 13 points. Titer only with 4. And Andrews now 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Has cut it to 4. Keep in mind, Rollins is on a bonus.
That stops a 6-0 run by Tampa there with the free throw made. Oh, Martinez could have gotten that ball there.
Ingram taking her time. Under 2 to go in the second. Ingram trying to find one of her own. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. And she's able to get it in time. That's Lauren Cote.
Cody with a great move there, using her advantage over McClendon.
Now Rollins down by 6. Foul is called. McClendon to the line. And that will be the 6th foul for Tampa. Keep in mind, Rollins is now on a bonus. So Tampa has a 28-22 lead. Their highest one of the game so far. And McClendon, that one just falls right in. In comes in Denise Daniels, in for Venetia Andrews. And Andrews has really been pulling her weight. 13 minutes on the floor. She definitely deserves this break, Clay.
Yeah, and you want to get Daniels in for this last minute 30 as well. Getting a workhorse like she is, running up and down the floor, possibly get a couple of easy buckets.
So Rollins now on a double bonus for the rest of the quarter. Now has cut the lead to 4. And once again, wide open was Tampa on that, and that was Eshoo, Emily Eshoo.
You know, when you have a full court press, you're going to get across that line and set your offense up.
Eshoo, left side, top shelf, good.
It's not what you want if you're Rollins. You can't leave a man open in the corner. That's the easiest three-pointer.
31-24. Now Tampa trying to build that lead up. Sets up the pick is McClendon for Leah. Leah's no, but McClendon is there to grab it and makes it count. Great play by Carly McClendon.
That's a big answer to that three-pointer.
50 seconds left to go. Tampa using that speed. No, and there's Daniels. 42 seconds left to go and counting. In the second quarter. Rollins trying to cut into this lead as much as possible. A foul is called against Tampa. And that's a bonus, so McClendon heading to the line for the second time in this quarter.
And this is huge here. You have a chance to cut this lead down to 3 and get one more shot at the ball, one more shot before the end of the quarter.
36.7 seconds left to go. At a point, this game, in the first 6 minutes, we only had 4 points, and since then, it's become a 31-26 battle. 34 seconds left to go and counting. Ingram on the move for Tampa. Coming into the league, a second in the Sunshine State Conference. Going against a hungry Rollins team. Good defense by Rollins. 16 seconds left to go and counting. Using that strong side D. 10 seconds. 9 seconds. Ball goes out. No. McClendon grabs a hold of it. Back to Jablonski. One last shot for Rollins. Going for the 3 right side. Good! Oh! Rachel Jablonski at the buzzer. Cuts it to 2. Right at the half. And let's take a look at that one more time.
Just the stutter pull up creates the separation. Buckets right there for Jablonski.
Straight on fire by Rachel Jablonski. Telling Tampa, game on. As we head into halftime, Rollins cuts it to 2. It's Tampa 31 and your Rollins College Tars 29. Halftime coming at you next. We'll be back with more on the Tars Television Network.
Sausage Shack, good food, fast. And now let's have a good round of applause for your Rollins College dancers.